joking?
Being Thankful in Life by Sajidha. There are a lot of blessings in life. Having family who support you, having a career, having a car, having a roof over your head. We don't always appreciate the things around us. We look past them too quickly. Even if we don't have much, there are things that others would treasure more than us. Even if it's a slice of bread, even if it's that one friend you can call who picks up at any time. Take in the blessings, notice them, hold them close. Be thankful for what you have because it can be taken away. Sometimes you only see the little things in life when it's too late to notice how big they really were. So that's a lovely poem by Sajidha, our esteemed guest. Welcome to episode 8 of Mathis-Na. As I said, we've got a lovely guest today. Do you want to introduce yourself, Sajidha?
Yes, of course. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Sajidha Khatun and I am the author of If You're Searching, Start Here. I am 20 years old and I go to university as well, where I study American Studies, which is basically a combination of literature and the context of America. I also work part-time as a tutor, and I have a baking business as well. This is why all the bakes are out here today. And I also work part-time as a retail assistant as well at B&Q. And I'm also running in the Manchester Marathon, which is next week. And I'm running for charity for the Roots Across Nation project, which is the Twinning Autism project. And I'm sure that anyone who doesn't know about it can tune in today and learn a bit more about it as well.
Yep, and if you want to donate for Sajidha's run as well, we'll have all the links available there. So just a bit of background then. I don't know if you want to start off with your book. If you want to tell us about how it's developed and where the idea came from, the concept and so on.
Of course. So the book is a simple book for people to read. It's a collection of poems helping people, be resilient within life, and those who cannot find find anyone to talk to, anything like that. It's a book that they can escape in. It's more of like a companion that they can rely on. And it's not a book that you should finish straight away kind of thing. Mm-hmm. It's a book where, if you're feeling a certain emotion, you can just, open it and reflect upon the experience that you're going through. And
right.
Yeah.
So whatever you're feeling, what emotion you're feeling, there should be something that resonates with you within the book.
Yeah,
I've read
100%.
Quite a few of the poems there. You reflect on things like kindness, loyalty. So where did the inspiration come from in terms of writing this?
I think I've always, wanted to be a writer as well. This was probably like 4 years ago, when I was in, when I just finished my GCSEs, mm-hmm. and I was thinking like, what's next for me kind of thing. And I didn't like reading, mm-hmm. but I liked writing.
Yeah.
So as an English enthusiast, as a writing enthusiast, I just started writing, opening my laptop and writing, typing away, and I did create a book 2 years ago, mm-hmm. But I scrapped that fully. I think it was like a 75-page book.
Right.
And again, that was on, mental health and, so it was on the topic of mental health, but I just decided to scrap it because I didn't feel like it resonated with me. Mm-hmm. And first of all, obviously, if it doesn't resonate with the reader, how's it going to resonate with the readers?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Sorry, writer. Yeah. My bad.
No,
so if it doesn't resonate with the writer, how's it going to resonate with the readers? So then I decided it's okay, to start from, square one again.
Yeah.
So then I just put my laptop away, and then when I started seeing all these experiences and reflecting on things that I've seen and heard of, I started like picking up the laptop and writing on these experiences. Mm-hmm. I know obviously there's not a lot that I've talked about, and the book is short, but I felt as though like even though the book is short, there's still a lot of things that people can reflect upon, mm-hmm. and resonate with.
Yeah.
So
tell me about the journey then. So you were how old when you wrote this? You were.
So 16. I started. Yeah, no, not this one.
Okay.
So this was a different book.
Okay.
But I started this when I was like 18-ish.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, I've had like multiple jobs as well, and seeing, you know, people different, seeing, you know, other people's lives,
Yeah.
and seeing how different it is to mine, and you know, reflecting upon that, that's when, you know, I started thinking, if people don't have others to support them or talk to, what do they do?
Yeah.
And others obviously read books, so that's why my idea came from. I was thinking, why not write a book for those who have no one to support them with?
So it's like a support mechanism for those that might need it, yeah?
Yeah. So books are normally like something that, you know, people can escape in. So I thought, why not do it? And obviously, it is there's a lot of simple language in there as well, and it is available on Kindle, Amazon as well. So I did start the range from 10 because when. Not saying that, you know, they're fully mature or anything, but the things that they could go through in their lives, and if they cannot, you know, express their emotions, they can just, you know, read a book and read this book, and reflect upon things that are going on.
And maybe that might be the catalyst for them to express themselves. Is that the idea behind it? Okay. And then tell us about, because it's quite a mean feat, publishing something. It's not easy, and I can't say I've got a book out there or anything like that. So what was the journey like in terms of getting it to publishing? And
calm down, Prince. Yeah, you will have a published book soon.
You never know. It's a dream. But this dream has materialized. So how did that dream come true? How did you actually get it published?
Okay, so the journey throughout. So obviously, I had my book finished last August. So then I was thinking, do I want to go with a publishing house, or do I want to self-publish it? With the publishing house, obviously, you need to pay a lot of money, which was, you know, not a problem for me. But in my head, I was thinking, but what is my goal? Like, what do I want to achieve after this? My goal is not to become famous. It's not that. It's just to help people that need the support and everything. And, you know, those who don't have people to talk to, or feel as though like, you know, they got no one there for them, they can rely on the book. But as a companion kind of thing, obviously. So that was my first step. Do I go with the publishing house, or do I self-publish? And then I decided to self-publish because in my head I was just thinking, like, my goal is not to become famous. It's just, you know, just to get my book out there. And why not self-publish if I, you know, that's when I started setting up a TikTok account. So I got a TikTok account specifically for my book, and obviously for my other businesses as well. And that's when I thought, oh, I need some expertise. And my friend at university, her mum is actually a published author. And she helped me a lot throughout this process. And she taught me, you know, the ins and outs of publishing on Amazon, and how, you know, how to present it, and how to digitally create things as well. And then that's when I had to think, oh, do I create all these images myself, or you know, do I get someone to do it for me? And my cousin actually helped me with it.
Oh, really?
He's
So the illustrations are by your cousin?
Yeah. So no. So we got inspired. I got inspired by some pictures, and I told him, can you like create something like this? And he did it. He does like digital art in his spare time.
Shout him out. What's his name?
He's a bit young.
Okay, so maybe not shout out at this age.
No, and obviously anyone who does need help, like digitally created for their book, then obviously I can give you like his
details.
Yeah, his details, as in his TikTok account, where he does create like digital art for other people as well.
So a note on that. So the book itself, who's your target audience? Who would you ideally like it to reach out to?
I think just anyone who needs the support. Obviously, being a young person myself, where, you know, going through different stages within life. For example, you know, moving through the phases of going from, you know, primary school to high school to college to university, and you know, where how do I word it in a nice way? Like, we're pressurized to choose a path for us, and it's determined when we go to university by what degree we choose. So obviously this is targeted to the young people, but also the old people as well. There's obviously the other podcast I was in, shout out to BWA as well. What? Yeah. So I think the host, Margia Khala, she said that a lot of things resonated with her as well. So obviously, it's for everyone. It's open to everyone. It's simple language.
Yeah.
It's not. It's not. I don't use a lot of intellectual.
Yeah, it's not extended vocabulary or
no,
anything
no,
like that.
no,
It's just
no.
your basics.
I think somebody, you know someone called Hassan?
No, no, no. Why?
Sorry, carry on.
Why?
No, it's alright.
So yeah, other than that, so the book itself. So you've got your business, doing your bakery as well.
Yeah, yeah.
You're also working at B&Q.
Oh yeah, so one sec, sorry. Let me just intervene. So my baking stuff are here, so I just want you guys to try them.
Oh yeah,
And
sure.
then we can do a live reaction. So obviously Sasa can try go on, so used to try as well, Sasa.
Go on, Nas.
Yeah, just
Go.
do you want to explain what you've baked for
Okay,
us then?
so here is my cinnamon rolls that I made from scratch. And obviously I made the dough and everything, and I will be posting on my social media, my TikTok page and my Instagram page of how I made all these desserts as well. And then I got my famous banana bread, which everyone loves. So my manager, Shah Imran, he loved my banana bread. And I make this from scratch as well. Obviously, when people hear banana bread, they're thinking, it's not going to be that nice banana. No, it just tastes of chocolate.
Okay.
And then I've got my loaded croissants here as well. Wait one sec. Let me just pan it to the camera. Oh.
Once you've showed them off, can we have them or what?
Yeah. So they're all yours after this. They're all yours. So this loaded croissants, loaded lotus croissants. So it's all yours now. It's all yours,
Yeah.
and you can eat them.
I want that croissant. Hold on, give me a minute.
Banana
And then-
bread is delicious, by the way.
Croissant, man.
And then obviously, if anyone wants to order, you can get at Sweet Perfections by S.
We'll have the link and everything for you.
Yeah.
Hold on, say that again because I'm disturbing you.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. I said if anyone wants to order, you can. It's on Sweet Perfections by S.
So what's your repertoire then? You've got your banana breads, you've got your cinnamon, you got your croissant, loaded croissants. What else do you do? Do you do doner kebabs? I'm joking. Carry on. I thought that.
No. So I do everything. Actually, I know how to cook as well, like chicken burgers,
Really?
fish
Well,
burgers.
you're not
yeah.
selling that? Or anything
No,
like that?
no. So I do have another dream of wanting to open a cafe as well
Wow.
soon, inshallah.
Inshallah.
Yeah.
Jack of all
so-
trades, books, cafe, you got bakery, got B&Q.
No, I just think.
about the book.
Yeah, of
Can
course.
I have a question? I like the title. If you're searching, start here. What, can you tell me about the title? What does that mean? How did you come up with that title?
Okay, so my first title initially, it was very cringy, and I'll just tell you what the title was. I think it was, what was my title? I think it was something along the lines of, when you need it the most, When you need me the most, that's what it was. When you need me the most,
okay.
And it's supposed to be like a book that you pick up when you need it the most. But that's when I thought, Salik, Mama, you can try some desserts now.
Salik's already had one.
I haven't.
No.
Don't you dare lie upon me.
Salik's already had one.
I'm gonna try a bit. Is this a banana cake?
Yeah,
banana
the
bread.
banana bread. Yeah. So obviously, when I first, initially, saw that title, and I had to get opinions of the readers as well. So when I first gave it out, so it was that one, when you need me the most, or when I needed you the most, or it was this one, and I thought, oh, that sounds a bit like cringy. Like, who's gonna pick that book up? And this title came when I think I was more thinking on a deeper level, and thinking when you're like searching for something, as in like if you're searching for a purpose, or searching for when you're searching for a purpose, I guess, in anything, that's when it spurs you on to do something.
Well, I think it's an excellent title, if I'm honest with you, because
Jazakallah, yeah.
I think a lot of your poems, I think it's about a sort of discovery. So you talk about different emotions, different ideas, and your poems are helping people discover those emotions and ideas you've got some poems on love, you've got some poems on loyalty, obedience, and your poems are sort of, I would say, meditations. So, like your thoughts.
I'm gonna have to go
Yeah,
in.
yeah.
Your thoughts on
You're helping me discover some amazing flavors right now. So
Yeah. And what self-discovery as well. That's resonated.
Can I ask you another question
Go
about
on.
the book? I found it really, when you wrote it, did you think that there may be parts of yourself that you're exposing? Because it's quite emotional, I think, some topics in there. Were you wary about, oh look, am I showing too much of myself? Was that something you considered?
Obviously, I knew that everyone would have that question. I think when I did publish it, my family did ask me, like, are you going through these struggles?
Yeah.
Like, and I think it's not, I didn't feel scared to publish it. I think it's more, my purpose was, if I help other people, then that's my job done. Do you know what I mean? So it's not that I mean, yeah, I don't really, not to sound like a bit rude, but I don't really care what others perceive me as. I think I've got off that idea ages ago, because the more you think about what other people think of you, then you don't be your true self.
Yeah.
And I think I've always had that thing. I think Islamically as well. I am a Muslim. Islamically as well, we are told, to help others whenever we can. And as Muslims, we're here to help our brothers and sisters. So this is why I just thought, you know what, this could be something that even when I die as well, this could act like a form of charity as well. So yeah, and again, obviously, my goal wasn't to become famous. If I wanted to, I would have done it through a publishing house, and because there was a lot of companies reaching out to me and asking me to, do you want to publish with us? Do you want to publish with us? Because they thought the idea was great. But then I was thinking, do you know what? Let me just self-publish, because I don't want to become famous. All I want to do is just help the people that I can, kind of thing.
When you wrote the book, so there are all these different topics. Did you find the process of writing it, thinking about those emotions yourself, did it help you process those emotions, process whatever things you were going through yourself?
Well, did it even evoke some emotions that maybe you didn't unearth before, perhaps?
Well, it was just the experience that I was saw or going through myself. That's when I would pick up my laptop and start writing. And this is obviously raw, by the way.
Yeah.
So I did edit it afterwards, because some of it didn't make sense. So obviously I needed to make sense. But it did evoke feelings from what I had before, as in, for example, there's a lot about patience as well. I think that with patience, something that resonates with me is just seeing some sort of success in a kind of way. For example, I have 3 other siblings, and I think I mentioned on the other podcast, but they're basically intellectual.
Okay.
Right. And
are your siblings older than you then?
so I've got 2 older siblings, and I've got 1 younger brother as well. So my 2 older sisters, so one's become a doctor, alhamdulillah, and my other sister's a pharmacist. And then my little brother, obviously, he's very clever as well. Allah barak. But education wise, not that I was bad or anything, but I had to put that extra hard work in. And I think that's where my patience, obviously when I was writing the poem of patience, and then that's where, bits of that came back to me where I was struggling education wise, and, when I was telling myself, has the genes passed me or something? Why am I not clever?
So you're second guessing yourself and doubting yourself.
Yeah.
So the inspiration came from there.
Well, let the egotistical artist come into this conversation a little bit. Excuse me.
Go ahead.
Yeah. What I was going to say was, look, creative writing. This is fundamentally creative writing. You're expressing yourself in a very creative kind of way. It's your thoughts, your emotions, and you conjure up these words and these sentences, and you put it out that way. One thing that I will say to you, because you are kind of an artist in your own right, that art is not always for everybody. Your words are not always going to serve everybody's purpose, but the fact that your words are important enough for you to publish says it all anyway. So there will be times when someone is going to pick up this book and look at it and think, okay, it's a nice book, but it's not serving me right now. But like you said, maybe sometime in the future they're going to reflect back on this book. It doesn't have to be the whole book, doesn't have to be the whole poem, but there might be 2 sentences there that really help somebody at that particular time in their life. So just like how you've said that you're a Muslim as well, I'm a Muslim, all of the panelists here, we're all Muslims, and religion didn't come to us all together at once. There's going to be different stages in our life where religion is going to come to us and it's going to serve its purpose. But I think for you, being such a young person, taking the step yourself, kind of motivating yourself to get all of these words together, to put them into a book format, to kind of self-publish it, I think you deserve a round of applause from everybody.
Yeah? Give a round of applause.
Yeah, you really do. And I'm going to exit the scene right now and pass it back on to...
Stonium's Plato, by the way.
I am. Listen, man, I don't know why you lot making fun out of me, yeah? Look, in 2008, books, what are you laughing for? In 2008, I wrote something very profound, and I'm going to recite it for the audience, yeah? I wrote that on occasion, I sit to think why some people think what they're thinking and why they think it. I'll say it again, just for the purpose of people hearing it.
We'll have subtitles.
Yeah? On occasion, I sit to think why some people think what they are thinking and why they think it. I wrote that in 2008. Yeah? In 2025, I came across a very particular writing by Plato where he said, the only thing that I can do is make you think. I'm on the same level as Plato, bro.
Plato.
I don't think Plato wrote riddles. I'm
on the
Plato
same...
ain't got...
Anyway.
Let's ask our
esteemed guest.
Our resident author. What do you make of Sajid's little...
Let me recite it again.
I think it's very, very good.
Let me say it
Profound.
again.
Very, very
Let me say it again, but slowly.
Sa-
On occasions, I sit to think why some people think why. On occasion, I sit to think why some people think what they are thinking and why they think it. Just sit there for a second and start thinking, people.
So can I
What do you think? So what do you think about what he's thinking?
No, hang on, forget that. Look, we've got Sajidha here.
Yeah, go
We've
for
got
it.
her book
Book,
here.
yeah.
Sajidha, could you, I know this might put you on the spot, so please feel free to say no.
Go
Could
on.
you recite one of your poems for us?
Please.
I want to hear Saleh.
Yeah, I think it'll be lovely.
grade rap.
You, yeah.
One that resonates with you most.
One that resonates with me the most. Okay.
So the book is available. While Sajidha is looking for it, the book is available on Amazon.
Yeah.
Yogi will put the link on it. I think people should buy it just to give it, because one, they'll enjoy it. I've enjoyed it.
While eating some bakery.
But
by Sajidha as well.
but also, come on, man, we need to support our young people. If
course.
we do that, we're not going to put our hand in our pocket and pay. How much is the book, Sajidha?
£6.
Oh.
The physical book is £6, but
The
the digital
download.
version is about £3.76.
No, don't give him the cheap version.
No,
Yeah,
but
it's
we want to
£6.
just get it out there, isn't it?
Yeah.
What about the hardback?
Yeah, it's
Six,
worth
call
it.
the hardback 20 quid.
It's
Okay.
worth it. We need to support our creative people.
Right, we're going to... Okay, go
Okay.
for it, Sajid.
I think my mic's covered.
Yeah.
Oops. Okay. We meet many people in life from all walks of life. Some are further ahead, some are only just beginning to grow. Trust is a feeling we carry, it's something we sense, something that shapes our boundaries. It decides whether we open up fully or keep things on the surface. Some say trust is earned over time, but I think it's felt through vibes, through presence, through energy. And when trust is broken, it's not a reflection of us, it's not our failure, it's theirs. Trust never reflects who we are, it reflects who they chose to be.
Oh, brilliant. That's excellent.
I was going to ask you, reading the poems that you've got, there's a little bit of undertone, Islamic undertone,
Yep.
if you don't mind me saying, or even religious context and things like that. So is that deliberate in terms of it relating to Islam, or is that just accidental? How did that kind of...
I think obviously when I was writing the book initially, I didn't want to target it to, any specific community or any specific, so any specific religion, any specific community, or any specific culture. But obviously, if you're if you're a Muslim, or if you're a girl, or if you're Bengali, you'll understand a bit of the things that are right within there.
Yeah.
And Islam, I hold it close to my chest, obviously, and because obviously we're taught that from the get-go that what was I going to say?
About Islam and...
Yeah, how your religion plays a
Yeah,
role
how...
in your life.
Yeah.
Yeah. So religion plays a big part within my life because, again, I think obviously we're going. I think what Salik Man was saying before, it's something about nothingness.
Yeah.
Can you just say
Yeah,
to the
so we were
audience, and
having
then
a
I can get
conversation
back
before,
to
and we were
my
talking about this book is got so many emotions, so much feeling. And then we got into the conversation where we were like, okay, did you know that all emotions are actually very temporary? No one's happy forever, no one's sad forever, no one's angry forever. The only thing that I came to the conclusion that the only thing that's consistent is this idea of nothingness, where we can actually sit down one day and get to the point where it's like, look, I feel nothing, and I'm totally fine with that. Because when you're sad, you want to be happy, and when you're happy, you just want to be happier. If you're angry, you want to kind of lose that anger and get to this sense of it. But this idea of nothingness, is that something that we aim for? Is that something what we want throughout the day? There's times in the day where you say, oh, I could do with some peace. That peace often sometimes kind of connects with this idea of, I just want nothing in my head right now. I don't want to feel anything right now, this idea of nothingness. So I think, like, look, I've read bits of the book as well, and I think, yeah, definitely it stirs other people's emotions. But for you at this young age to put something out there that other people can resonate with as well, I do kind of have a question for yourself as well. And that question is, being so young, is your target audience a young audience, or is it, are you thinking ahead of your time? Have you matured really quickly? Like, what would you say is your target audience right now with this book?
I think I answered it a bit before as well. Obviously, I think my target audience is everyone, really. But it's people, who's going through the next phases of their life kind of thing, like moving from college to uni, or like, choosing what path they want to go down, or like, or let's say marriage, or or the loss of someone within their lives. I think obviously my target audience is young people, and I think they will resonate with it the most. Again, obedience is something that I hold close to my heart, as in, even if you do a sin, for example, that all you need to do is repent, and the doors of forgiveness are open. So again, so it's open to everyone, really. It's not a specific age or anything, but it's just someone who's going through struggles.
difficulty.
Yes, some sort of difficulty within life.
Can I ask again, not to dwell on the serious nature of it, but we can't avoid that it is a really serious book that you've written. So my question might be a bit serious here, but do you think that there is, like, the community has a certain expectation on particularly Muslim or Bengali young women about how they should feel their emotions? Like, there's an expectation. There's an expectation about how you feel.
And is there stigma attached to emotions?
I don't want to use the word stigma, but like, what's, because obviously you're a young person. The last time you were young, there's probably a long time ago, unfortunately, right? But from your perspective as a young Bengali Muslim woman.
Yeah, adding to what Bukhari is saying, you found a way to express yourself, which is through your book and your poetry. Is there an expectation on, say, for example, young people around your age group as to how they should express themselves?
Okay, that's a really deep. I think not that there's a stigma of how we should express ourselves, but I think more of if you're, for example, like, I don't think there's a lot of talk around mental health, and I don't think that if you go, again, I'm just gonna say this.
Say it.
If you go tell your mum that, oh, I'm feeling depressed, what does she say to you? Do you know what I mean? So I don't think that a lot of young people can express themselves, and that's why there's so much suicide going on at the moment. Even within men as well. There's a lot with that as well. So I think that yes, there is like an idea that, or that, or you know, you've got a family, you've got a house, you've got everything. Why are you depressed?
Yes,
Yes.
Do you know what I
what
mean?
you're saying is you've got a support system.
You've got a support system. Why are you
You've
so
got
depressed?
family around you.
Yeah.
You've got a
Yeah,
home.
yeah, yeah.
So
So
what's
why
the-
are you still feeling like
Yeah.
this?
Yeah. So obviously, and then there's others who don't have a family, who don't, you know,
Who don't have
who don't
a roof
have
over their
people
home.
to support with, and then you're thinking, and then they're obviously in the same position. So it's just that thing where, you know, there's a lot of comparisons within communities as well, as in why are you depressed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, you've got A stars in your A levels,
Yeah.
or you
Almost
or
like, how
you-
dare you be depressed?
yeah, how dare you be
So
depressed, kind of
the-
thing.
You're saying that young women, maybe Bengali women, have the permission to feel, to express that they're depressed, to say, oh, look, I know materially I've got a lot of things, but emotionally,
Might
actually,
not
I
have
feel
everything.
depressed, I feel you
Yeah.
don't feel you have the
Yeah,
permission from the community to do that.
Or maybe this book that you've created, I'm kind of seeing it now not just as a book of poems, but it's also a toolkit of how somebody can maybe find some words within there that kind of regulates their emotion or gives them support to
Yeah.
say, oh, someone's saying it in this way. I think, you know, beyond all of this, as a 21-year-old, for you to be so compassionate, to think about other people's well-being, to kind of spend your time to kind of really pour your heart out into your writing, to be able to help somebody, it is 100% a form of charity. There's no
Yeah,
doubt
of course.
about it.
And especially because you said you don't want to be famous. There's a purpose behind it, and there's an idea behind it that you want to engage with people and help them through things. That
Yeah. So even sorry. Yeah, go
No,
on.
you go,
You go.
next, actually.
All right. I was gonna say, even like before I started writing this, I did like make a niyat. I was like, my thing is, even if I don't finish the book, even if it's just for me to read, even if I don't get it on the shelf, it's just something that I just want to help people. Even if I don't get, even if I don't get any sales, I don't mind, because again, that was not my priority. I just said, that was literally my niyat, just to, help others, because I think
And I
that's
think,
one
you know
of
what you've just said there, that is the definition of an artist. An artist doesn't always produce something for an audience, or they produce something for the sake of getting their creativity out there in the world. Now, who it serves, that's the world's business. But the artist's role is to create something that's been conjuring up in their mind, in their brain, in every single thing in their being, to say, I'm going to create something and put it out there because I feel as though the world needs it. Now it's for the world to receive it, to appreciate it, and then maybe put it into practice. But I think it's a wonderful thing.
Yeah.
Do you check your Amazon page on a regular basis?
No. So
Why
then,
not? I do.
Go on.
Our podcast page.
Yeah.
I check it all the time.
Yeah.
No,
Because
that-
you get a little thrill. You don't get a little thrill. Oh, this is my thing. It's out in the world.
I don't know about
So
some
I
comments
know-
that you've had. You shouldn't be getting thrills
Well,
from them.
look, I don't know how many minutes we've been into the podcast so far, but you're doing so many other things as well. Let's shed a bit more light on your physical activity, yeah? So you're running, because I thought you were doing a 10K or a 5K.
no.
So-
if I was doing a 5K, I would be well happy. I wouldn't even train.
So she's going to be in a full-on marathon.
26.2.
That's not halal. I'm sure that's not halal, man.
What
are you
do you
doing the marathon for?
26.2 miles, you said, right?
Yeah.
So how much training are you doing for this?
So
at the moment.
no, I can show you my Nike Pro app if you want me to.
How much training are you
So
doing for this? Okay, first of all, are you a runner?
So I've always been passionate for about my physical health.
Are you a runner?
No, I'm not a runner,
Okay.
but let me just
There is a
one
story about
sec.
running
There
though.
is a story about
Go on,
running.
go on, tell
Okay,
us.
so when I was younger, I always wanted to be participate within the Olympics. I've always wanted to do the 100-meter sprint.
Who inspired you? Let's start with that.
Who inspired me?
Yeah.
Nobody.
Nobody, just yourself.
Just myself.
You just wanted to be on the Olympics.
Not you saying
Yeah, I
that
just
all the
wanted to be in the Olympics. No.
Bengali saying that.
And I think that, in my head I was thinking, oh yeah, we can do it. And that one day we had like a competition, and I went to the competition, and the gun obviously fired, and I slipped. I came last, but it's okay.
Okay.
I persevered through it. Even though I came last, I persevered through it. But yeah, so I think that's when obviously I dropped my dream, because I was just thinking, obviously, being a hijabi, like, do I want myself to be out there?
There's
out there
Nike
kind of
jobs
thing?
out there. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, obviously I know that, but in my head I was just thinking, obviously all the like clothing wise and things like that. Obviously,
So the haters gonna hate you.
You don't see many hijabis out there doing athletics and stuff.
Yeah.
It's not easy. I think for us men, it's easy for us to, we take it for
Participate,
granted.
Yeah.
For
Absolutely.
ladies, it's not.
So then where did you go from there?
And then I've always I always used to exercise at home, and then I hit the gym when I was 16 to obviously now. I've always been at the gym, so I've always been active. So when I did go for my first 5K 2 months ago,
What?
I only started training 2 months ago, but
What?
this is what I mean. People are underestimating me.
Go on.
Even everyone at work was underestimating me. But I did my first 10 miles just 2 days ago, and I did it within 2 hours. So obviously the cut-off time is 6 hours. And one of my other colleagues, he actually taught me all the things I needed to know.
Okay.
Because he's done marathons before, and he's done it within 3.5 hours. So he said to me, Sajidha, this is what you need to do, X, Y, and Z. And I said to him, oh, thank you so much, Nad. This is what I needed. So anyways, he's told me to do this, that. And then, so I only started training 2 months ago. But not because I'm lazy, but I know that if I put my mindset to something, I know I'll be able to do it. And then obviously I had a purpose after that, and that's why I started training harder.
Okay.
And my purpose was for your charity. Yeah.
So Sajidha
go
is
on.
running the Manchester Marathon. I think it's so courageous of you to actually go out there with only 2 months to build up to it. But she's also attached to a particular charitable project that we're working on, which is about twinning autistic schools. And we're in the process of twinning a school here in the UK based in Burnley with a SEN school over in Bangladesh. Now, this kind of a project has never been done here in East Lancashire before. So we've actually managed to get a memorandum of understanding together, and we've actually twinned the schools. But we're now fundraising for a project where we're going to be taking the teachers over to Bangladesh to do the official ceremony, but also deliver a week's worth of intense training with the management of the school, the teachers within the school, the parents within the school, and then obviously exchanging work between the students as well. So we've been working on this project for 2 years now. Sajidha running for the marathon. She wasn't fundraising for any particular charity until she found out about our one. So what we were going to do is in the YouTube, once this goes on to YouTube, in the comment section, you will see links to Sajidha's page for her book. You will see links to her bakery stuff, but you will also see links to where you can make donations, because we have a fundraising target for you guys to donate towards this particular charity. If anybody would like to know more through our podcast, you can ask us particular questions and we can privately inbox you and give you all the information that you need. Because look, end of the day, charity is when somebody donates, they really want to know where their money is going to, what cause it's going to be serving, and whether that money is actually going to go to that particular cause. And we're going to give you more than enough assurances to let you know that this is what the project is and this is how it's developing. But going back to the 10K, the marathon, how are you going to run 26 miles?
Forget that. Does your mum not threaten you with a sandal?
Saying what?
Saying,
No. That's what my dad said. That's what my dad said to me. He said to me that, oh, you look so thin. This, that. He always comments on me. But I said to my dad, you work so hard. Don't worry, I'll get something else. Like not everyone needs to be in the same field. We can do different things. And so obviously, inshallah, I'll be running this.
Reassure your dad down the pipe. Just let him know. Straight down the pipe.
Because
as a father, that's one of the things I'm worried.
Abba, don't worry. I'll be completing the 26.2 miles.
Inshallah.
And
I think you will, because Sajidha, you strike me as somebody who has an iron will. I think your sheer willpower will take you through.
Inshallah,
So what date are you running this then?
The 19th.
The 19th of
which
April.
is next Sunday.
So this coming weekend.
Oh, this coming weekend. Oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's gonna be my last run, and then just gonna be resting.
Okay, so let's go a bit deeper into this. What's your diet plan been like to kind of prepare for this marathon?
Banana, no, not banana bread. A lot of carbs. I've just been you can eat rice as well, rice and curry. You can eat rice and goose, bath and goose.
Goose.
I eat all that as well. And then obviously after my run, when I come back, I intake a lot of protein as well.
Do you do
and I
outdoor
have
running as
energy
well as
quizzes as well.
treadmill or what?
What's your favorite Bengali dish?
Goose.
You like meat? Yeah, red
I
meat.
love goose.
Red meat. So you like?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Goose and hobby.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a meat combo.
So look, here's the thing, yeah.
Sorry?
Can you cook that?
Not yet, but I can cook
Well,
full up.
can you
I
cook
can make
yogi?
full up.
I can actually.
Yeah, full up.
Somebody give me the
No, but look, here's the thing, yeah.
Go on.
The other day we were having this little bit of a conversation where do we say mangsho or do we say goose?
Goose.
So you clearly say goose, right?
No, we do say mangsho as well.
But you prefer.
But I say goose because that's the easy
But do you
option.
say full up or do you say full out?
Full up. I'm
Yeah.
sility.
Yeah. So.
Well, there's facility that say full out.
Down, brother.
No, but
your mum is watching. Be
honestly,
careful.
but on a, I think for you, like you've only run one 5K before this, right?
No.
How many 5Ks? Not as in like officially, like in a race or in a run. How many other like events have you done?
Oh, none.
Oh, this is the first.
So
Just my
you
first
never
one.
done any
Anything.
running events at all.
Amazing.
And the first thing you're doing is the Manchester Marathon.
Yeah. So let me
So
just
this is the
explain to
thing
you.
with Gen This is why the world is afraid of Gen Zs, yeah? Like these,
0 to 100.
these guys literally do not give a crap about nothing. They don't need any planning.
No.
If they want to take over a country, they'll just do it like that.
They'll just read their book and they'll be inspired to do the
You
marathon.
know what? Reform is watching this and taking in their
They are. They
No,
don't
but I think it's great for you to do this
Brilliant.
Manchester Marathon. So you must have all your family supporting you on this run.
Yes, of course. I think my Dullabai and my family are going to come as well.
Yeah.
They're gonna
Shout
come.
them out where they're coming from.
My Dullabai is coming from Lancaster.
All right,
wow,
okay, not too far
brilliant.
away.
Not too far away.
So I think, look, you know what? Look, you're clearly a role model for the young people within your family, even your siblings and whatnot. What is it that you want to say to other young people about how they should be just as determined as you when they want to achieve something?
I think the motto is never give up in life. Obviously, you might have X, Y, and Z going on, but the earth does not stop spinning for us. It carries on. So whatever your dreams are, go and get it.
And
I
on
guess.
that, are you going to be the Nadia Hussein of Burnley, or what's your dream? What's going on?
I'm gonna be the what?
Nadia Hussein, the baker.
Oh, Nadia Hussein.
Famous
Oh, right.
Or do you want to take your books further, or what's the dream?
Well, I've got so many dreams, and I think I'm taking one step at a time. Obviously, I do want to expand my baking business. I do want to make it into a cafe, inshallah, soon.
Yeah.
I'm currently writing another book actually,
Right, okay.
which is on other aspects within life. Because obviously, I've only talked about a few things, but these are the main things. But I'm talking about, like in my second book, I'm talking about expectations. So, like for example, how people expect us to be, and we should be ourselves in life, kind of thing.
Is it the same sort of format in terms of
Yeah.
poetry
So,
and things
yeah,
like that?
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Should be in the same kind of
Are
format.
you a
Yes.
fan of poetry? Do you read poetry?
Or do you find it very easy to express through poems?
Yeah,
Is that-
100%. Yeah.
What about writing a story?
So a story, I did do that,
Okay.
and then that's why I had to scrap it because it didn't. I don't know. It didn't flow. Like to me, it didn't flow.
Okay.
So I thought if it didn't flow to me, how's it gonna flow to other people?
Yeah.
And obviously in my blurb, about the author, I do write that I do want to do go into the genre of horror as well, because I've always had an obsession with horror.
Okay.
And just the adrenaline when you do,
Okay.
when you do.
So going
meet
and
the-
dipping back into the world of variety, yeah?
Yeah.
What's your setup as in like, how do you get into your mindset before you actually, or is it something that kind of comes and then you quickly note it down and then refer? Like, what's your process? Like, I'll tell you, there was an interview that I watched with Peter Kay, stand-up comedian.
Yes. comedian.
And he was saying if he was to really tell you how much time he spends in just making notes, like everything he sees and hears, it goes down in a book. And then his content comes from all of everything that he's seen.
That's exactly what I do. I start writing in my notes app.
Okay.
And then that's when I transfer it onto my laptop. And obviously when I'm rethinking through that, that living moment that I had, that's when all the words come out.
So you expand on your
expand on
notes on
everything.
there,
Yeah.
And I think one of the wonderful things as well, I'll tell you about my experience as well, because I sometimes scribble a bit as well. It's always good to kind of cross something out, because you're always going to update it with something else, because your feeling might change. But it's always good to kind of reflect back and think, oh, that particular sentence, I changed it 4 times. And then you see the progression through your own writing as well, as to where you were 4 sentences ago to where you are 4 sentences later. And then what you realize is the meaning totally changes. And then you think, no, I want to keep all 4 meanings. So, writers fight with themselves as well as to what they edit, what they want to keep, and what they want to get rid of.
Yeah.
So for you,
I found a lot with me when I was writing that as well, because I think I wanted to keep my true raw emotions in there, kind of thing, so people can resonate with it. Because if I edited it so much that it would just
It'd be disingenuous to your feelings.
100%.
What about, can I ask you as well, when you're writing, have you found that at times you're tapping into your subconscious, that some emotions that you didn't actually know existed, the more you write, the more it kind of evokes feelings or anything like that? Or is it just...
I think every type of feeling just comes to me when I'm just writing, and I think I've obviously I am young, but I think I've gone through every single type of feeling, kind of thing.
Good.
Like even if it's with even if it's love, there's parts of self-love, then there's the parts of like love
And
within
you're not
your
even
family.
married. When you're married, this book will be that big. Trust me. It'll be chapter 1, God knows how long.
Nata's book is
chapter 1 of volume chapter 1 of volume 3.
Yeah.
No, but look, is baking your therapy then?
Baking my therapy, no, running. I think I found my passion now. Running is, or even just even exercising in general. I know, but obviously when I do do exercise, it's more like weightlifting and stuff like that. So it's just whatever I can de-stress on. That's just
The reason why I'm
just
saying
that
that
type
is,
of therapy.
as a young person, you're kind of really pushing yourself into all these different areas, whether it's health and fitness, whether it's creative writing, whether it's using your cooking skills. Is there something, I mean, I don't know, there might be very few, but what is there that you haven't done yet that you want to really do?
Very good question.
skydiving.
Take over
I
America.
think something like that, it'll be quite easy.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
But what is there?
I'm scared. I'm scared.
Really,
Scared of
I'm
heights?
just scared of anything.
I'm scared.
But what is it that you haven't done yet that you really, really like, you're itching to get at?
What is? I don't actually know. Probably. That's a really good question.
It is a really good question. I'm a good questioner.
He's the Plato of questioning.
Yeah. I'm making you think.
The Socrates of questioning. That would be.
I don't actually know, because when I was growing up, obviously I'm seeing my mum and dad cook in the kitchen all the time. My dad's a chef as well, and that's when I was thinking to myself, oh, I've got to cook. I want to learn to cook.
Yeah.
That's when I started learning to cook.
Yeah.
And then obviously baking came when I saw when I was going on social media, and I was thinking, oh, come on, I'm sure I can bake as well. Then that's when I started baking. Even though my brownies didn't turn out right the first time, the second time, the third time. Now they are.
Yeah.
But even though it didn't turn out right, I was like, no, I can do something. And then even with, like, for example, education wise, in my head I was thinking, oh, I'm going to fail my sciences. Like, why am I putting triple set 1 for? But then I came out with the grade 8s and grade 7s.
Good.
So it's just when I see something, even running, in my head I was thinking, I can do the marathon. I started training in a week's time. This was my mindset. In October, that's when I signed up, and I didn't start training until March. Yeah. So in my head I was thinking, I can do that. It's going to be easier. Then when I went for my first 5K, that's when I was thinking, how the hell do people do this? And then, so...
It got real. We'll see.
And then, so... I think it's just whatever I see. It's just whatever I see. If I think, oh yeah, I like to have a go, I'll do it, kind of thing.
Determination, isn't it?
Yeah.
I really like that. Can I ask you a question? And maybe this is not for you, but when I look around our community, when I see young people, I think like sometimes it's hard to motivate them to do anything. Else I see you doing like 101 things. Other people, I think sometimes it's hard to get them to be motivated to do anything. Is there? Do you think is my perception of that wrong? And do you think are there young people doing stuff? Or do you think I'm right that some like your generation is harder to motivate?
I don't think it's, I think, to be honest, I agree with you. I do tutoring on the side, and there are a couple of students where I just think that, why, for example, I did give a couple of my students to read a book, and it's a 90-page book, and I gave them 2 months to read it, and they haven't read it. And I'm giving them an assessment this week. So obviously, in my head, I'm thinking, I gave you 2 months, like a big gap to to go read it, and there's an assessment coming up, so you should be like revising and stuff. But then in my head I'm just thinking, why are these people not like motivated in that? Maybe it's just because not saying that people don't have good support around them, but my parents were very big like supporters of us, like as in go do whatever you feel like you want to do.
Your parents are inspiration because your dad's a hard worker.
Yeah, so when we were younger, then my dad actually did 3 jobs within a week. So he was a lollipop man, he was a chef, and he worked within the factory. So I think the hardworking genes comes from that, as in like even though like I'm not good at the sciences and stuff, I'll go and try something different. I'll do go on the creative side kind of thing, and this is where I find my niche, and and this is what, like, obviously I'm not trying, I didn't come on here to like brag about the stuff that I've done, but here to tell people like, if you don't have if you don't have talents within a specific area that your siblings do, then go try something else. It's okay. It's okay. Like even my little cousin, she started a flower business, and she's 12 years old, a bouquet business. And I told her like, go do whatever you want. Do you know what I mean? Do some side hustles, because when you grow up, all these bills they're gonna need to get paid for. So this is what I said to her, like, do whatever you want, because she messaged me first and she said to me, Sudhafa, do you think that this is a good idea? And I said to her, yeah, go for it. Even though you're 12, it doesn't matter. You can still
I think you guys have a really good culture of motivating people, giving them the support that they need, letting them know that any idea that they come up with is a good idea, but you got to put time and effort into it. And I think it's this kind of environment that we want to see in every household, really, that young people are motivating other young people within the family. And what the adults are doing is just kind of nudging you guys ever so slightly here and there to say, look, we're here, we want you to support your dreams, we'll make sure that whatever you do, you've got the determination there. And look, determination is just not it. You got to put effort in as well.
100%.
So
you got to put effort in.
Look at the effort that you're putting in, because you're writing a book at the same time. You've got your own bakery company. You're running this marathon, but then at the same time as well, you're also chasing a career and wanting to possibly be a teacher. Is that right? Yeah.
Inshallah, yeah.
So you're in university right now. What is it you're studying at university? You were saying?
American Studies.
What is American Studies? Because there's no such thing as Zimbabwean studies or Polish studies.
Study of America, son.
Yeah, but why is it that I'm studying about America?
And why?
Just America.
What is the study of America?
So I think America's context is more interesting than England's context.
America's what is it again?
Context.
Is better than UK.
Yeah, as in there's more going on.
What do you find
Murders and stuff.
History-wise, yeah.
What do you find interesting about the American context?
Well,
how they got their independence, yeah?
Slavery.
Yeah, how obviously it's slavery. So I actually, when I was choosing my modules, I looked at those that were more obviously literature heavy. But for example, this semester, I'm doing a module called Occupy Everything. So we're looking at protests and radicalist movements that happen in America and happening right now as well. So obviously, currently we looked at obviously when Trump was, when Mamdani, is that his name? Yeah. When Mamdani got elected, and we looked at his speech, and we looked at his speech compared to Green Party speech within UK. You know, the first lady who got appointed as a Green Party leader. We were comparing that because she used Mamdani's quotes. She used some of the Mamdani's quotes. So I find it more interesting than
You're talking about recent history and present time, maybe, but
Well, American politics or America in itself is just totally 100% Hollywood, right?
yeah,
That's all it is. No?
Hollywood,
Yeah.
as in
It's all
drama.
It's all It's all scripted.
Yeah, of course.
That's
But
what
this
I like
is what's like interesting. Like you've got a lot to talk about. For example,
Because it's entertainment.
yeah, it's entertainment, and also like there's so much they can talk about. Even like, you know, when in English AO3 is very important, like context is important. So if I've got something context, like if I've got a lot to write on about something, then, you know, I'll be engaging better and I'll be getting higher marks. So that's what I was thinking. So something that I need to engage on better, and I enjoy doing. So yeah, go on.
Can I offer a theory here? I think you like American context because, like Salik said, it's Hollywood. It's Hollywood. It's not subtle. So if you look at what's happening in British politics, there's major changes happening in British politics. One of our parties, the Labour Party, has been captured by the right wing. Like, we don't have a choice in parties anymore. They're both
Captured
right wing.
by the right wing.
That's massive, right? But we don't have huge Hollywood-style drama politics, and no one's interested. But what's happened, the shift in British politics over the past 10 years, is it 10-year anniversary of Brexit? It is, isn't it? 2026.
Something like that,
So we had Brexit, you know, we've had the emergence of reform, we've had the capture of the Labour Party.
You're right, but would you, this is my view. Would you want to watch silent films or the Marvel films? This is what we were doing. So this is
So
so
it's
for
all
me,
social media. It's been
No.
plowed into you guys by bright lights
It's not
and
just
loud
politics.
noises.
It's fake news,
The
fake
American
news.
studies. It's not going to be.
No,
just
so it's just I choose more literature modules. So even last year we were looking at just one writer, specific writer called James Baldwin, and we were looking at how a black gay writer in America, how he was treated. So then obviously he moved to Turkey, so he moved to an Islamic country, and he enjoyed it more there.
It's a
So
fantastic
yeah,
writer. Is it The Things We Lost in the Fire? His essay.
yeah,
Amazing writer.
That's it.
No, I'm listen. I'll be straight with you. Yeah, I think America's a bit of a.
that's fine. I'm not advocate for America, so I'm alright.
Marvel movies are just comics.
I'm not-
They're cartoons.
No, so
Anybody that watches them is rubbish.
No, don't say that.
Let's
That
move
was
on,
all the
let's
time.
move
There's
on.
no
I like the
such-
topic.
there's
Marvel
no-
is fake.
I'm not advocate for America, so it's alright. You can say what you
Yeah,
want.
no, I'm just thinking, you know, America's just full of like bright lights, loud noises, and just conspiracies, isn't it? 100%.
yeah.
It's just full of conspiracies.
Yeah,
man,
even-
man, let's say nice things about America, man. We're on
Yeah, MAGA, make America great again.
But
I actually like America. It's really good.
Yeah.
Land of the free, home of the brave.
as the British say, lovely.
Lovely jubbler.
We love
Lovely,
America.
lovely.
We're just jealous.
But-
We're just
but-
jealous. That's what it
Yeah,
is.
just to conclude then, in terms of wrapping it up then, one thing I wanted to ask is I just want you to, down the pipe, inspire the youth, because as Alex says, some of the youth nowadays, they've not got the inspiration, especially in our Bengali demographic. I'm finding not many Bengali youth, not just female, male as well, they're not out there, they're not being go-getters like we want them to.
Well, no, they are, but I think they're not propelling themselves, and we want them to
Let's
come
get
forward.
them on here. Let's
Yeah.
get them on here.
What would you say to them in terms of how to progress? Agwaita.
Well, obviously, I'm still young myself, but I think, again, I'll just reiterate what I said before, just to never give up on your dreams. If you want to, you know, I don't know, if you want to go fly a plane, go do that, you know what I mean? I think that everyone will like have some sort of, you know, like ambition to do
Aspirations,
something,
yeah, of course.
or some like next level I don't know, a dream or something that they want to do and they want to make happen. But all you need is a mindset. You know, we're gonna have so many failures within life, which is fine. You know, that's part of our trial and tribulations within life. And it's important for you to, you know, get back up and, you know, go achieve that. Because again, that idea of yours could change millions of people's lives, and you know, you will not see that until you actually go do it.
Yeah.
So again, yeah. So even if it's something little, as in, I don't know, waking up at 8 a.m. instead of waking up at, you know, 1 p.m.
Yeah.
You could achieve so many things, you know, during them. 6? How many hours is it? Right, my math is so 5 hours. So you could do so many things within those 5 hours to, you know, to change your life. And yeah, there we go within life. I think that's literally it.
Brilliant. We really do appreciate you coming and
thank you
sharing
so
your
much.
book and your cakes and your journey into running and your background.
You're
And
inspiring me.
absolutely. And I think
I want to say as well, thank you as
Inspiration.
well, because you've helped the fundraising that me and Salik kind of leading for the autism
May
project.
Allah
So thank
reward you
you
for
honestly for that, because the last few days I've seen the numbers go up, and inshallah they keep going up as well.
Yeah.
So thank you for
Inshallah,
that.
yeah.
So please support Sajidha with the book on Amazon, with the bakery stuff, and if you need any tutoring,
And the charity as
and
well.
the charity
Oh yeah,
as
if
well.
you need any tutoring.
Yeah, of course. Get the tutoring. It's serious. Yes.
Yeah.
As Tony Blair said, education, education, and education.
And obviously there's loads of TikTok videos on my baking page as well, and I have my little cousin Ahil featuring on there, and I know that he's going to be watching this as well. So
what's your TikTok page called again?
Sweet Perfection by S. Yep.
Sweet
So-
Perfection by S.
Yeah,
And are you on Instagram as well?
yeah, Instagram as well, and I've also got
Under the same name?
yes, under the same name, and I've also got a page for my book as well. So on Instagram it's called if you're searching dot here, and then my TikTok handle is Patience Saber 49.
So we'll link all of this into our full stream on YouTube.
Yeah.
But yeah, please, if you want
Don't forget to like our page as well. We're on
Don't
the
like
Instagram.
their page.
They definitely like. So definitely subscribe. You're not coming back if you carry on like that. And yeah, if you follow us as well. But yeah, spread the love, guys. Peace out.